Hey Stephanie, just gonna hop on here and take you through your basement floor plan and basement design that I have been working on. So obviously not really anything changed with the layout, but yeah, as you come down the stairs here, I did switch to putting that piano along the stair wall, and then above the piano, I was thinking that picture that you have of the kids with the fall colors, that could be really pretty above the piano and also a good size for that wall. And then in the design boards I created for you, I have a few decorative items for up above the piano, but otherwise just pretty much using currently what you have. As you make your way towards the couch area, living room area, I have that table with the 3 stools. I know we talked about that, maybe Perry would like that just because he's always kind of wanted to actually do a bar down here. So this creates extra seating, but also kind of that bar feel. And yeah, like I said, provides extra seating and kind of a hard surface area for if people wanted to eat, or you guys can set food on, whatever. And then to the left of that there, I have this mirror with a snake plant. Mirrors are nice because they make spaces feel bigger. I mean, I know this is a good sized living room, but they also bounce around light. And I know that we talked about maybe changing the lights down there to help with that, but this will just help pick up light and bounce around light and make the room feel even bigger. And then, yeah, so the sectional here, I could get a pretty good size sectional down here. You definitely have the space for it. So I just say the more the merrier. And then above the sectional, I have this gallery wall. You'll see that stuff better on the design board or in my perspectives here. And then a rug. You might not want to do a rug just because it is carpet, and I know that kind of contradicts each other, but rugs are really nice because they anchor a space, so it feels like here's a living room space, here's kind of more of your rec space with the piano table I have going on behind the couch there. So it just kind of anchors the space, but it also brings in a lot of color since everything else I have going in here is pretty neutral. You can add in color with accents, but this is a really good way to bring in color and pattern. And then across from the sectional, let me jump back there. There is an ottoman with the sectional, but then across from there I do have 2 chairs. They're kind of fun accent chairs, but then I also made sure that they were a recliner because I knew Perry wanted that. And then just a coffee table in between. And then on the east wall, your projector screen, fireplace, and then some storage, and actually kind of a bench too. Probably obviously won't get used when your projector's down, but if you guys ever utilize the space for something else and you don't need the projector, then it just provides extra seating. I think you said that you like to work out down there or maybe do yoga, so just kind of creates a vibe for that too. So let me scroll down here. So here is your basement space, and starting with this perspective, I guess my left, hopefully it's your left too, but up in the upper corner here, yeah, you can just see that mirror with the snake plant, just bounce around some light, but kind of fill in that space too. And then, yeah, that table with the 3 stools, provide extra seating, but hard surface area. Your kids can even sit there and do homework or art and crafts, whatever you name it, with the sectional. And then I have a gallery wall above that. I just love those black and white prints. And I was thinking maybe you'd have some cool pictures of the kids, or maybe we could do some of the dogs too, put those in there. And then, yeah, your 2 chairs. I know the ones in my program aren't recliner, but the shape of these looked really close to the shape of the chairs that I have in my design boards for you. And then, yeah, with the rug, some accent pieces there on the shelf next to the fireplace, or on the fireplace wall, excuse me. But going down to this fireplace wall, I did this two-sided fireplace. From what I can tell, the dimensions wise, it should work in there, but if you guys are set on a corner fireplace, that's something that we can talk about. This was just a little bit nicer because a corner fireplace really limits what you can do with storage below, not even below, next to it, versus this two-sided one, kind of creates a unique feel, but it also allows you to have this bench run with it, versus that corner when you get that angle in there. It's essentially what it's going to end up being is, your corner fireplace, and then you would just have, this storage piece on the other side, and nothing happens below this projector. So, going to be up to you, but this way you get extra storage, you get extra seating, just kind of creates a cool different vibe too. So below all those drawers, that's storage. I know that when we maybe talked about having like some toy storage and stuff for your daughter, and I was going to put that in this other back half of the room, and if that's something that you still want, it could easily go on this wall here with the recliners, or the mirror could get flipped and go on the other wall. But you do gain a ton of extra storage with those drawers below. And then in the cupboard side, I know some of Perry's like surround sound system and stuff will have to go in there. But then if all that gets moved to the ceiling, the speakers and stuff, then majority of that will get eliminated. The only other thing I was thinking, now that I'm talking out loud, is that maybe this drawer here will have to become an open shelf. I can show you a picture of what I'm talking about. An open shelf, and then the system that runs the surround sound could set in there so you could access it easier. So this could become an open shelf instead of a drawer, and then that surround sound system could set in there for easy accessibility. So yeah, pretty much basic, but I think it'll function a lot better for you guys, and just kind of jazz it up a little bit down there. So yeah, I will switch over here and show you the design boards. So here's the design boards, and this gives you a lot better visual. But let's just start here. I'll go in numerical order. So number 1, I know that your paint color is a little bit different probably than this, but I just pulled a color that was pretty close to grayish. I know you said your color was grayish, but I wasn't sure the manufacturer of it, so I could put your exact color in there if you'd like, if you know the name and who made it. 2 is the color Alabaster by Sherwin-Williams. So as you could see in the perspectives from my program, I did the mixture with the painted and then the wood for the countertop pieces. So yeah, 2 is just warm, creamy white, keeps things nice and bright down there, but then also just brings in kind of like that color from the chairs, pulls out colors in the rug, but contrasts nicely with your wall color. And then 3 is just kind of inspiration, but the cabinet people would be able to give us stain options, but just wood. I'm thinking just to not match, but also play nicely like with your current trim and stuff that you have going on there. 4 and 5, just kind of inspiration pictures, kind of with that artwork, bringing in like a lot of the earth tones, kind of more like in the fall colors maybe a little bit. But just keeping things minimal. Goodness, I'm drawing a blank here, but yeah, just minimal, but bringing the outdoors in. I should say here too, I got a lot of inspiration from that picture that you have of your kids, but then also kind of that little table that's in the hallway, and kind of bringing in some of those elements, but mainly the colors from both of those areas. So that's what 5 is kind of representing here too. 6 is just some white vases, couple different sizes. We could put greenery or something in them. You might even have some we could use, but I was thinking that on top of the piano there with that picture, just to bring a little bit something over there. 7, same type of concept. Pull some of the black accent in over to that table that you have currently in the hallway. This could sit on the top, but it could also sit on that bottom shelf. I could come in and rearrange that a little bit if you want after these items get purchased. 8 is that table with those stools. Pretty simple, but definitely I think leans on your style and stuff that we have going on in the rest of the space. And then 9, a bowl that matches those vases, but I'm thinking of that bowl sitting next to that lamp on the fireplace wall. So nothing too crazy. You could even maybe throw like remotes or potpourri or whatever you want in that bowl. 10, lamp. It's just nice to have extra lighting in those spaces or warm lighting. This can be turned on at night or in the evening versus having all your lights on, or maybe even while you are watching a movie, then while the other lights are off. But I loved the pop of green, just to pull some color from the rug and your snake plant and bring kind of those earth tones in. 11 is These Are the Days sign. This could go, you could do any type of quote you wanted, or maybe you wanted to do an H for Hoven or whatever it may be. Maybe you have a favorite quote or something. This is from Smallwood, so this can all be custom. This is one that they already pre-make, so I just like the font, the look of it, the black and white with the wood frame, and I think this would be a good size over that table in the hallway. And then 12 is, they're not floating frames, but matted frames. And I was thinking black and white pictures in these, whether it be from when the kids were younger, your dogs, current pictures. Like I have some at home where I actually have like vintage photos in mine from when my great-grandparents grew up. So it could be something like that. But yeah, it can be a variety of things, but I thought this would be a cool gallery wall over the couch area. 13 is just a mirror. Like I said, again, it fills in space, but it also bounces around light, makes the space feel bigger. If you have a different idea for if you'd rather see different artwork, that could be an option too. But I like to mix different artwork pieces. So we have your family photos, we have something with a quote. So whether I bring in something, it could be abstract, or mirrors are nice. So you have multiple different elements happening, because sometimes you go into people's homes and they have a bunch of different pictures that have different quotes, and that you just read all these quotes when you go into somebody's house. So it's nice to get like family pictures, quotes or words, whatever, mirrors, and then abstract art. So I like to put a little bit of each in each space to kind of break it up but pull everything together. 14, snake plant. They do not need a ton of light to survive. They're super hardy plants, but it's super good for environments to bring plants inside. So this is a nice way to bring in that greenery, but also health benefits to it too. 15, hardware. Nothing simple, but I love this Black Rock by Amarok. Just a little bit funky, but just definitely minimal, but has a little bit of a traditional feel to it, with our traditional modern feel to it with everything else that we have going on. 16, I have this tile for you to see in person. I know it doesn't look that exciting. Perry has actually seen this because we are going to potentially use it in Hennings, but super cool because it has a modern feel to it, but because it almost looks like stone, it has a traditional feel too, so kind of blending the two design types together. And it's, yeah, really cool textured piece. So that's what I'm thinking for the fireplace surround. Whether you'd end up going a corner fireplace or like the one I have in my design board, you could, or design drawings, you could go either way. And then, yeah, 17 sectional. This sectional does come in different sizes, so if you didn't want to go this big, you wouldn't have to, but you have the space for it. So just a nice camel leather, easy cleanability, comfortable, and then I threw in an ottoman with it too. 18 is this rug. Like I said, totally gonna be optional to you, but they just really pull a space together and, like I said, break up different spaces, but also add in color. So there's that rug. This is a good oversized rug. And then 19 is the 2 recliners. You could get away with 1 if you wanted, but you definitely have room for 2. So I just say the more seating, the merrier. But this fabric I've seen a lot of times in stores in Sioux Falls, super comfortable, but it's a way to add an accent chair in here, but also be a recliner for Perry. And then this is fabric. I know that the leather's fabric, but more of an upholstery versus that leather look. So just kind of breaking those items up. And then, yeah, 21 is a chair, the table that I have between the 2 chairs. Even if you did 1 chair, I would still have the table next to it just to be able to have somewhere to set things down. So yeah, that is a design board. The next page I won't scroll down, but all the images on here are linked, and then down below, I guess I can actually just scroll. Actually, I'm glad I did, because there's your alternate rugs. But yes, everything that has a link, you can click on these numbers, or the names, and it'll take you to the website where they're at so you can look at them better. But these are also 2 other rugs. This first one is a little bit more on the modern side, but I like the colors in it and I like the vibe of it versus the one up above. And then the second alternate rug, they have a little bit more of a traditional feel, but I think they pull everything together and the colors in them are super, super pretty. This one down below here might have a little bit more yellow in it than I know that you like, but when you're kind of looking at those rust and fall colors, unfortunately, yellow just always falls in there. So we can see what you think, but yeah, like I said, here is your living room design, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what you guys think. And yeah, if you guys have questions, just send them my way. Thank you.